So you have a young lady that went to Stephen F. Austin University here in Texas. And while she was sleeping in her dorm room about 3 o'clock in the morning, police just bust up in there with guns drawn on a young girl who's a cheerleader at Stephen F. Austin University. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Yes, we're upset and we want something to be done about it.
Chris and LaShondra Evans are calling on Stephen F. Austin State University to reprimand a group of students they say targeted their daughter on campus.
I want justice. I want them to have consequences. They played with her life.
When I sent my daughter off to school, you know, my worst case scenario would be that she would be calling needing money, or that she would be calling saying that she had an issue with her grades.
But the phone call back on September 14th was much more serious. Christin was with police. According to her parents, the 17-year-old freshman cheerleader was sleeping inside her dorm room when university police suddenly barged in at 3 a.m. with their guns drawn. The family's attorney says police told Christin they had received a report saying she had scissors and was threatening to stab students. And that's why police showed up and entered her dorm room. But police say that report was false. Christin's parents say police told them 10 students were involved in the false report.
I feel shaken. I don't even know how to think. I can't sleep at night because of this. It has made me really paranoid. I was looking forward to making friends and having a good time on the cheer team.
The university police chief has launched an investigation. Here's what he had to say in a video statement.
The university is investigating a racially diverse group of students in an incident involving a false report to the university police department. The students responsible will be held accountable for their actions at every possible level.
Christin's parents think the prank was racially motivated. Mom says it's the what-ifs that keep her up at night.
If she would have had something in her bed, kids sleep with their phones in their bed, or, what if they would have saw her phone flash, or the back of her phone is shiny, and they reported a knife, they would have shot her.
Now, we have seen in the past that people have actually been killed with that. They call that process swatting. We remember that we saw that happen as well to Tariq Nasheed, and how all the police showed up at his house with guns drawn on his family. And that was like utterly ridiculous, watching him and his wife and his children being dragged out like that. Guns drawn. I mean, man, have some common sense. You couldn't knock on the door. You couldn't say something to the girl. Just automatically, oh, she says she's going to stab somebody. So you come there just busting up in the room, guns drawn. Now, as you hear all this, I mean, listen, they say, of course, she's innocent, nothing, she did nothing wrong. It's basically they bad because they called in a false report, those students. And college students can be mean, because my daughter had an incident at college. You know what I'm saying? So I know exactly how some of them girls could be, or call themselves pranking somebody or whatever. You don't use no police to prank nobody, because we already know how they run on a good day. And I always say, if the police was to ever do that and end up shooting somebody, you need to get charged with that murder. That's how I look at it, if you called in. But it's sad. It's very sad. And we, like that brother say, you send your kids off to college, try to get an education, and you're thinking maybe they need money, or like he said, grades. That's all you're thinking about. You're not thinking about the police going to just run up in your daughter sleeping in the dormitory with guns drawn for something that she didn't not even know that went on. So I hope whoever called, they are punished to the fullest extent of the law here in Texas. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation that happened to this young sister. Very scary, very scary. Because in this country, like I said, the police just run 1,000 miles an hour when they come to being aggressive. And I'm glad it ended well for this young sister.